So I've been getting a bunch of questions about how do you find a good keyword? Well, first of all, before we can figure out how to find a good keyword, we need to figure out what makes a good keyword. And how do we do that? Well, why does Amazon need keywords? What's the whole point of keywords? How does that help Amazon? How does that help us? Well, let's say you first publish your book on Amazon. This is a book. This is supposed to be a book anyway. This is your book on Amazon. When you publish your book on Amazon, Amazon is looking at specific things to find keywords in those specific things. And what are those specific things? Well, you have your book title, you have your book subtitle, you have your book's description. A lot of you guys are going to say, oh, Amazon doesn't check the keywords in the description. Okay, if you don't want to put keywords in the description, don't put it. I'm still putting it, just in case. Even if they don't check it, I see zero benefit in not putting keywords in your description. Absolutely no benefit. If you can come up with a benefit of not having keywords in your description, just let me know. And then Amazon also checks your A+ content, the text in your A+ content. Amazon checks other things, but these are the main things. This is number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Amazon's going to go in here, in your title, in your subtitle, in your description, and in your A+ content, and it's trying to find search terms that customers are searching for. So if Amazon goes in and the title is Dog Training Book for Kids, Dog Training Book for Kids is the title, subtitle is 101 Dog Training Exercises for Kids, blah, blah, blah. Description, there's just a bunch of text, and Amazon can find dog training constantly in the description. It can find dog exercises for kids. It can find a bunch of other keywords, and the same applies for your A+ content. So Amazon goes in and is constantly looking at dog training book for kids search terms. What does that tell Amazon? Well, it tells Amazon that your book is a dog training book for kids. Super, super obvious. So now that we know this, we can actually reverse engineer the whole process. Because if we know that Amazon is trying to look for keywords that are in your title, subtitle, description, and A+ content, we can find the keywords first and put them in to help Amazon. Because if we help Amazon, Amazon helps us. Because here's exactly how it works. So Amazon goes in your description, A+ content, and whatever we spoke about, and finds keywords. And let's say one of the keywords it finds is dog training for kids. Let's just say this is one of the keywords or search term Amazon finds in your description. What is Amazon going to do? Well, this is exactly what Amazon's going to do. This is your Amazon page. I know my drawing skills are amazing. Now that I've got a whiteboard as well, much easier for me. But this is the Amazon search results. Okay, and here there's a keyword. This keyword is literally this keyword here, dog training for kids. This is what someone typed in and searched it. They press the search, a bunch of books come up, and then let's say your one is this one right here. Why are you showing up here? You're showing up for this keyword because you are indexed for this keyword. Now, what does index mean? A lot of people mistake indexing and ranking. Indexing and ranking are completely different things. Indexing simply means you show up for the keyword. It can be on page 30, it can be on page 20, it can be on page 10, but you show up for the keyword. If someone types in the keyword and you show up in the search results, no matter what page you are indexed. Ranking is how high you're indexed for that keyword, how high you're showing up. So you can be ranking on page 1 or ranking on page 2, but you can't be ranked for a keyword. You can't show up for a keyword unless you are indexed for it. You have to index for a keyword. And the only way you can index for a keyword is if Amazon finds your book or the keyword relevant to your book. And it does that by finding the keywords in your description and blah, 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 A+ content and title and subtitles. So it's important that you include good keywords inside your description and everything else that we talked about. But how do you find the good keywords? That's what everyone's asking. I want to show you exactly how to do that right now. Well, a good keyword is made up of 2 things. Most of you know the first one. The first one is super easy, but barely anyone understands the second one. And what's the first one? The first one is obviously traffic. If a keyword has traffic, that's a good keyword. Why? Because if you're a fisherman, you're not going to cast your net in a sea where there's no fish. Because what are the chances of you catching some fish? Basically 0. So you're trying to fish somewhere where there is fish. Same applies for your keywords and traffic. You're trying to find keywords that people are actually searching for to find your book. No point in having a keyword that no one's searching for. Might as well not have that keyword. Might as well just leave it empty. So everyone knows about traffic, but no one knows about this second point, which is even more important than traffic. And what's that? Your keyword has to teach Amazon about your book. What do I mean by teach Amazon about your book? Well, here's where it actually gets really interesting. So there's 2 types of keywords. If you've been doing KDP for a while, you know that there's 2 types of keywords. There's short tail keywords and there's long tail keywords. What's the difference? Well, let's say I have dog training. This is a short tail keyword. Short tail keywords are usually around 1 to 3 words long. Usually. It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3. Sometimes it's 4, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just giving you this as an example. Long tail keywords are usually 4 words or more. So dog training is a short tail keyword, but a long tail keyword would be dog training for kids ages 8 to 12. This is a long tail keyword. All of this is a long tail keyword. This is just a short tail keyword. Now, if I had to ask you, which one of these keywords are more important? They're more powerful. The short tail keyword or the long tail keyword? A lot of people might say, oh, the short tail keyword is more powerful. Why? Because short tail keywords usually have way more traffic, which is what everyone seems to focus on only when it comes to keywords. But guess what? Does this teach Amazon anything about your book? It teaches a little bit, not amazingly well, but it teaches Amazon that it's a dog training book. So it teaches Amazon one of the two things that Amazon needs to know, which is what your book is about. So short tail keywords are going to teach Amazon that it's a dog training book. What is it? It's a dog training book. But what does long tail keywords do? They teach Amazon that it's for kids ages 8 to 12. So it teaches Amazon who your book is about. And these are the two things that Amazon needs when it comes to keywords to understand where to show your book and who to show it in front of. Because Amazon can't give you sales unless it deems your book relevant. It can only show it in relevant places for you to get sales. And the only way it can show you in relevant places is if you give Amazon the information of what your book is and who it's for. Which is why long tail keywords are so powerful, because they still have traffic, maybe not thousands of searches a month, but there's still traffic. The important part is to teach, and these keywords, long tail keywords, teach Amazon. All you need is what your book is about and who your book is for. Then Amazon can do the rest for you. Now here's the best part. Here's exactly why long tail keywords are even more powerful than short tail keywords. If you have just a short tail keyword, are you indexing for the long tail keyword? No, because you haven't given Amazon the information. But guess what? If you have a long tail keyword, are you indexing for the short tail keyword as well? Yes, you are. So just by having long tail keywords, you have traffic and you're teaching Amazon and you're indexing for the short tail keywords. And guess what? When you give Amazon the information of what your book is about and who your book is for, what does that make your book? I don't have space. I'll just write it here. That gives you relevant. And what does it mean when your book is relevant? That means you get a high click-through rate. You get a high, not click-through rate, conversion rate. You get a high CVR. And we understand that conversion rate is one of the most important things. If you go watch all my other videos, you're going to understand how much I preach about conversion rate. So if you want your conversion rate to be high, you need to select good keywords, because you're going to have an amazing book, but if you don't have the correct keywords, Amazon is not going to help you out. And trust me, as soon as the algorithm picks up your book, you're golden, you're fine, you're going to do well, as long as you do everything correctly. Now, before I end the video, one final thing. If I have the keyword cat training book for kids ages 8 to 12, and I'm selling a dog training book, am I going to include that keyword? No. Why? Because it's irrelevant. It's not relevant. It's irrelevant. You only want to pick keywords that are highly relevant for your book, exactly what your book is about and who it's for. Because if Amazon starts showing your book in the wrong places, guess what? Your conversion rate, super low. Conversion rate is low, your ranking is low. If your ranking is low, you're basically failed. Amazon's not going to help you out anymore. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, just go watch the other ones. I just put a playlist up that just popped up on your screen. Go click on that, watch it. I'm sure it'll help you make a bunch of money on KDP. And good luck with finding your keywords.